What's up, my friends? Today I have NBA and MLB bets. I have a round robin to start you off with, a parlay, and some picks for both prize picks and sports books. Let's go. Let's take a peek. I posted this in Discord this morning. I am not a fan of minus 172 and minus 168 or even really minus 138 odds on no run first inning bets. These NRFIs, these nerfies as people like to call them, they're volatile, and you can target games that have a higher probability of having no run in the first inning by looking at the opposing offenses, how they've done early, how the top of the order's doing. You can look at the pitchers themselves, how often they give up runs in the first inning. Anyways, I've come up with this list today, and these are some primetime targets for nerfies today. But I'm not a huge fan of any of the odds outside of Luzardo against the Diamondbacks here and Bumgarner against the Marlins. And I also am not, totally confident Bumgarner here. So I wanted to put together this parlay. So I actually did a round robin today, and I figured to lead off with this one. The one, if you're going to take on your own as just like a straight, would probably be the Rockies versus the Giants. Both Sensatella and Wood are good enough here to, stymie the opposing top of the order of both teams on a pitcher's field of all things. So, I don't mind that at all. But, the pitchers with the best odds, both these pitchers last year had a 70% success rate of giving up no runs in a first inning, and both of them combined for 12-0 this year. But the issue is the fact that, well, what the heck? It's a minus 168. So if you want to take the Aaron Nola and Robbie Ray no-run first inning between the Phillies and Mariners, it's probably best to do it on Prize Picks. Let's slide over to them real quick. So I've got it right here, and they are on this list here. And actually, first inning runs allowed, you can actually grab a few of these teams on this list. That we had the Mets, the Nationals. We had, I believe, Houston was one. Houston's not on there. Philly and Mariners. They don't have Houston on here, unfortunately, so we're not able to add them, but we can add the Rockies and Giants. So if you want, you could put them together on Prize Picks, and that's not a terrible idea with the flex play as well. If you get two of these correct, you get 1.25 times your return. That's not a terrible idea, but I posted this in Discord as well. Huge fan of the Phillies and Mariners today here on Prize Picks. I faded the other ones. And then on Sportsbooks, again, posted in Discord, I'm a big fan of running out a round robin today with these four teams. Now, let's move on to some straights, and let's get you ready for some NBA and MLB singles action tonight. All right, here's another one I actually posted in Discord this morning, and this is contingent on Kyle Lowry being out. And so what I alerted my members this morning, we went 6-5 yesterday in singles, plus 1.99 units. Kind of can see it in the background there. It's faded. There it is. I'm not putting this one in there until we get Lowry news. So without Lowry this season, this has been one of my favorite bets to take, is Jimmy Butler over whatever his rebounds and assist prop is. I believe we had it at 11.5 minus 130 the last time we had no Lowry, and he had 18 combined 18 combined rebounds and assists. So be on the lookout. This is extremely contingent on Lowry being out, and I want to go look at that real quick for his rebounds and assists. Yes, he had 18 against Philly on May 4th. Rebounds and assists combination without Kyle Lowry. And in the playoffs, he's had 3 games without Lowry. He had 14, 12, and 18 combined rebounds and assists. And if you look at his numbers for the season, when Lowry was out, he was 12 for 19, hitting the over. But then when you look at minutes, the types of minutes he's getting for the playoffs, and I just put him at, we'll put him here at 35 minutes. And my goodness, they're 36 minutes. And you actually have him hitting the over in 9 out of the 10 games. And I'm telling you right now, Jimmy Butler tonight in a close and competitive game is going to play probably 40 minutes of action. This series is tied 2-2. They are back in Miami tonight. And if you have no Kyle Lowry, you're going to get Jimmy Butler playing all the minutes he can handle. they're going to have to stop going, 10 guys deep in the rotation. So I think some of these rotational guys, they're not going to get the same type of minutes you always expect. I think you're going to see Bam. I think you're going to see Jimmy Butler. Some of these, more important roles players here, not letting role players come in there and steal, 4 or 5 minutes of rotations. So I think you're going to get Jimmy Butler and Bam getting as many minutes you can handle. So Jimmy Butler hitting 9 out of 10 times this season without Kyle Lowry when playing 36 plus minutes. I'm locking this in. I probably I put it down for 1 unit, but I'd feel comfortable going 1.5 units here. I like the odds, but you really are going to have to wait for that Lowry news. So I put this in my betting slip. And when the news drops from Underdog Fantasy, I'm going to go ahead and slam that in there. This line probably shifts to minus 130 or so as soon as that news drops. So you do what you got to do, but I'm waiting for that news, and that's going to be one of my favorite bets of the entire day if Lowry is out. All right, so I was looking at this other one this morning, and I was thinking James Harden under 9.5 assists, and I don't mind it on sports books today. It just depends on what the odds are, and a lot of the books are juicing it up. Some of the books have them at 8.5 now. PrizePicks has them at 9. It's been rough. So I was looking at the first half stuff, and then I also saw a member posted in Discord, and I was like, you know what? That's some solid validation there. I feel real good about it. James Harden, first half player, has looked good even when he wasn't looking good scoring total points. Second half players, he has just not been a guy scoring a ton in the second half. You've mostly had Joel Embiid scoring more points in the second half as it becomes the Embiid show. But James Harden, the first half, had done well even with Embiid in here, and the 2 games without Embiid here, first 2 against Miami, opening the series up. James Harden's looked great in the first half. He's getting to the foul line like crazy over the last few games as well, being very aggressive. He looks like a much better version of James Harden than we've seen in recent memory. So I love the over 10.5 here. You're getting a nice little edge here. And when you go back and you look at his first half stats, even further out, it was a little bit more touch and go, but it certainly was hovering around or clearing it, right around 60% of the time for the previous 10 games. So it's not like this was a hard number to hit prior to this nice little run too. So I love James Harden over 10.5 points. First half, 10.5 points over there on PrizePicks as well today. It's going to be one of my next picks. Now I'm looking over here on Odds Jam between the Heat and Sixers assist prop. And again, I was telling you, James Harden, PrizePicks has him at 9. Sportsbooks here have him mostly at 9.5. But look at the odds. I mean, it's totally juiced up. That kind of stinks. No fun there. If you're going to take it anywhere, I guess it's DraftKings minus 145. I think you've got some solid value here on FanDuel at under 8.5 plus 112. So if you want to go there, I don't think that that's a terrible idea. I think that, he had probably his best game of the playoffs, and he finished with 9 assists last game. He did have 16 potential assist opportunities, but before that, he was averaging just under 13 per game. So, maybe that dips down, maybe it being back in Miami tonight, and maybe Miami messes with the rotations a little bit, which I think they will tonight. So I'm maybe Harden only gets 7 or so. So I do like, it's a tough one to take. I mean, no one's going to be comfortable taking it, but I do like James Harden tonight under 8.5 at plus 112 on FanDuel. So I think I'm going to roll with this one for our final straight pick here today. Ended up showing you a round robin. A nerfy round robin on FanDuel. I showed 2 different PrizePicks selections and then a plus odds under on James Harden assists. Now, hopefully we can, bang home a couple winners here and win some money together. No matter what, though, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button on this page. Subscribe if you're new. Daily videos, mostly has been PrizePicks only, starting to venture out into making sportsbook videos and parlay videos and things like that, as I post all sorts of those in Discord. I'm not used to making videos for it. The first ones I've ever done. I've been doing picks and write-ups and stuff for a long time, but here we go. We'll venture out into something new. I got to keep it new for me. I do this every day. I'm a stay-at-home dad. So now that I'm staying at home doing the dad life, I got to keep things like new for me, because doing the dad life, it's sometimes can be monotonous. You do the same thing every day. The kids are very young, so I got to spice up my own life a little bit. And so we've gone from doing PrizePick videos to starting to, mix up some sportsbooks in there. So anyways, I hope you enjoy it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite pick of the day is on Prize Picks, and maybe I will highlight it tomorrow in the beginning of the video. We'll have like a commenter of the day. So that's my new idea. We'll have a commenter of the day. I'll highlight somebody's bet that they posted, and if they won it, I'll highlight it as the commenter of the day. So leave it down below. And then what I'll do is I'm going to think of a way to take people who have consistently been a commenter star and give them some type of I don't know, $25 Cash App, $25 PayPal, something like that. We'll think of something super fun together, okay? So let's try it today. You leave a comment down below, your favorite Prize Pick selection, your favorite sportsbook prop, whatever it is. And, if you continue to be a commenter star, we'll have a nice little juicy award for you. Let's try it. We'll see how it happens, all right? Everybody have a good day, and I'll see you inside Discord.